Well, this woman, Debbie Meyer, has made her mission in life to solve common household problems with innovative, easy solutions.
And with stuff that you could have at your house. She's also a star of the Home Shopping Network. Problem solver Debbie Meyer joins us live with some of her inventions. And let's start with, you're the woman behind the green bag. Ladies and gentlemen, the green bag lady.
Yes, I am. These are my green bags, Debbie Meyer green bags, to keep your fruits and vegetables fresh longer. If you're not throwing them away, you're not wasting money.
How many of those have you sold around the world?
Over 450 million of my green bags are in use right now.
And
yes,
you started all these inventions just 10 years ago. Now you've moved on to the boxes.
Yes, I've also, my green boxes are now available as well. These are hard-sided storage, same properties as my green bags, but you can also keep baked goods in these boxes as well. And some of my boxes actually have a little lid here, so if you want to do a little snack, you can too.
So does it, okay, so the idea behind the green bag, it preserves things longer. Same thing with the green box?
Same things, same properties, all the same properties, but the boxes can also hold baked goods, which is also very important because you don't want your family reaching into a bag of moldy bread.
Right, you can keep a meatloaf for 4 years now?
No, we don't.
Some meatloafs you
don't
can.
Go. Well, some meatloafs taste like they were 4 years when you started.
That might be mine.
But there's all different sizes available in my green boxes, right up to a great big 40-cup thing, so you can do bulk shopping and save lots of money.
This is called the Genius Rack. I'm assuming because it's the genius invention?
Well, I want to make everyone at home the genius. I'm not the genius. Now watch this.
I get it.
You can expand this to fit your cupboard or close it down, and I gave you all these dividers, so you put in the dividers where you want, but now when you want to look for your pots and pans, they're on their sides, not a pile. And I have spent so much time down on the floor.
I always want the one on the bottom, and then you got to do that.
Or that cabinet where all your bakeware is up on the top and it falls out on your head. Right. Well, no more, because you can just pick out the pan you want. You put the dividers where you want. You can pick out the pan, and watch this. Whoops. You can actually keep the lids with them. Turn it inside and store it like that, and you don't scratch up those expensive pots and pans.
After the show, we're going to talk about your genius sponge and a cake cutter that will revolutionize all that. All right? So stand by. Terrific. More with Debbie Meyer in a couple of minutes.
We still have Debbie Meyer sticking around because we didn't get to all of her fine products here. We were talking in the break about this sponge.
Yes.
What's the secret? Okay,
the secret is that my sponge will not support the growth of mold, bacteria, viruses, all those things that you hate about your kitchen sponge. You know, your kitchen sponge is the dirtiest thing in your house.
Sure.
Well, now my sponges will not support any of that growth, so you're not spreading. So if you wipe down your countertop and then you go wipe the baby's high chair, you're not spreading what you just picked up on the countertop.
Yeah, but what about what the baby had on him?
Well, we're going to have to do something about wiping off that baby too. But it's a natural ingredient. It's all antibacterial, and it lasts 15 times longer than a regular sponge.
Cool. Wow.
So that's another money savings right there.
Brian, this is one of her first inventions from 10 years ago, and I think it is absolutely genius.
Well, thank you so much. This is my cake cutter. You can adjust the size piece of cake by just opening and closing.
How cool is that?
It's not sharp, so kids can actually serve themselves cake.
Sure.
But the reason I did this is that my mom used to hate that people would cut cake, stick their finger in it, and go serve it. Then they'd lick their finger, and I'd be the next one in line. But my mother did not.
You got a bunch of germ phobics in your house, right?
Well, you know what? It's like I do what I can about what I can do.
Sure, that's great.
All right, so now do a really big one for Brian and Steve.
Okay. This is a guy piece. Okay, watch this.
A guy piece.
There we go. There. Well,
and then you just squeeze it
together a little bit. And
how cool
is that? This is sliding on the table, but there's your piece of cake. That's your very first piece of cake. And have a look at that cake. Look at that. It's absolutely clean. And I can walk around going, "Who wants cake?"
And then if you've got a sheet cake,
if you have a sheet cake, that's the cutter for a sheet cake.
One.
Because in my house, if you don't cook fast, you're not cutting.
What inspired you later in life? I'm not saying you're old, but we're all getting there. But later in life, to come up with these inventions.
My home is my lab. If I come up with a problem, if I'm solving my own problems, I figure I'm solving lots of people's problems because I'm at home taking care of the family in the house, and I'm experiencing things. I don't like what I see, so I change it.
You take action. You're a woman of action.
That's it.
Do me a favor. Figure out how to create something so that when I'm on the couch, beer comes out of the refrigerator and into my hand. Can you work on that next?
Just get a Labrador. Will you train that thing? Hey, coming up on Brian and the Judge at the top of the hour, we'll be watching, listening to the radio. Ralph Peters, Representative Chavez, and Mark Halpert will be joining us from 9 to noon.
All right, tomorrow on the show, country singer Matt Kennan. And we'll see you all there for a Friday. Have a fantastic day.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow, everybody. Time for cake.